Welcome back, visionaries, to another video. Today we are back with another weekly analysis video where we're doing a short little breakdown. I did just break down some quick little charts that I have on Bitcoin and the total market cap. So we did get that drive that we were asking for from approximately 2 weeks ago. We did have a perfect zone. It was from 396 to here, and then we had another one. If you go back to the previous video, you'll be able to see it, but I do not have that zone. So we did perfectly strike it, but as you can see, we did just fade away from that 78.6. So I kind of do want to see another reversal because, of course, whenever we do see an evening star, we want to see that push up. We are still looking for this region to either get a bounce, because then that will go ahead and break this trend line, and then this trend will have to get rejected. And then if we go ahead and we push that through the bodies to this first wick, we're looking for a rejection. And it's the same thing with this trend line. Also, the main trend line, the official trend line, would be broken, and we would be looking for a rejection, and that would perfectly coincide with this 78. So if we do come ahead and fade away into this region, we still would get the same rejection with the spike, and it still would lead down to our regions, which is the same exact regions in a sense. But this is an older chart. I did not check. I did not fix up this chart specifically, but really and truly nothing has changed. This does look extremely bearish right now, but from the liquidations, as you can see, most of them are below. We have about $1 billion below in the 1 year, 6 months liquidations. This is all on Binance's BTC. We are stacking above a bit, but if we go ahead and go to like the weekly, just want to go ahead and show you this. Has a lot of longs below, but I kind of do want to see a push up, although I was watching the charts as I did miss it. But the way that this specifically, not on the total, was on BTC. Let me show you BTC on unnamed. Let's go to BTC. Let's go to here. The way how this candle pushed up was a Marubozu, a fucking full-on bullish candle. I love seeing these. These are really, truly reversal indicators in a sense. That's why I really do like to enter the trades in a sense, where we are going for huge swings in a sense. But overall, this is just a clear, easy, just lower highs, bro. The market's just fading away, I feel like, at the same time. And the fact that it's ranging for this long and it's just not taking out any of these highs, man. It's just not taking out any of these highs. It just makes me believe like this is just a double top, pushed up, fade away, came down, just bringing in more shorts then to go again and get liquidated once again before we do get the additional push. And once again, boom, 1 2 3, we did get that. We did not even reject that, really and truly. I haven't done any of this analysis. We did just fade away, did not hit that wick to wick. If we push that up for today, up to today, we will be at the top of that high. So that is coincided with, if you go ahead and look right here. But personally, I do not, even though we did get weekly closures, I don't know, I feel like it's just a 50-50 once again in terms of, I just want to see a big push one more time to go ahead and then enter in a trade potentially. But the fact that we have not on a weekly standpoint, let me just go ahead and just show you what I specifically did. If we go ahead and throw a Fibonacci right here, ABCD, we have not even come into the 61.8 on total market cap, though I'm pretty sure if I go ahead and clear this chart for you and do the same exact thing, boom, 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 we did, I'm pretty sure, come into the 61.8. And we just missed the 78, exactly. So then if we do go ahead and coincide this trend line, simple rejections right here, but we will not be looking there anymore. Push that down. This is a 3.55, which is about our first region that we did have last week, where we were looking for that short-term reversal. So then we just want to go ahead and just have these larger trend lines in a sense. Let me go ahead and go back, boom, because this right here, this region, I don't even know how, but I just doing this, boom. See, we're just holding this trend line. So yeah, once this really breaks, we are just going to immediately be looking for a rejection. But really and truly, I do kind of want to see this wick get taken out. Because on the monthly time frame, mind you, on the monthly time frame, this is exactly what we did want. There is only 15 days left. 15 days left on the monthly, so we're halfway through the month, and overall on a higher time frame basis, we have been holding since December of 2024. Although we have spiked up, we have been holding. So am I going to sit here and act like this is not a risk? Once again, we already have this marked out on our other charts, and I'll just go ahead and show you, but nothing has really changed. All I did do really and truly was just move the zones down in a bit. As you can see, all these zones up above are still valid. I am going to have to update them with the trend lines that we do have. So update them with the trend lines to just make it a little bit more refined, but the zones themselves, nothing has changed, bro, in terms of the total market cap. Bitcoin, on the other hand, did technically break. Let me go ahead and show you that, because total market cap did not break on the weekly time frame. If we go ahead and drop down, I think Bitcoin didn't break on the weekly time frame. So we are still holding this wick. We did break this wick, technically speaking. Yes, we did break this wick, technically speaking, and that, for people that would be looking for shorts in a sense, and you see a big candle like this, because mind you, you have to remember everyone has green candles, and that is a large candle in a sense, and they will be seeing that we broke above the closures, the highest closure ever. That's what people would be hearing and seeing. This would bring in a lot more longs for one, so that's what I'm saying. We could just get an additional spike to confirm this 1 2 3 right here, nice and simple. 1 2 3 brings us to 425, which would be a new all-time high for the total market cap. This could be coinciding with more of the alts, not really BTC, because BTC did get that push up, but it's really alts that did that majority of the move, including Ethereum in a sense, because Ethereum did just miss once again. So across the board, we are just missing that 78.6, and technically it is struck, but I would prefer to see another drive up into this region, potentially take out the high one more time. And the same thing with Solana. I know we did break down Solana this week, and I want to see what it did. Solana USD. Solana USD. I know I have this chart. So we did just spike up, come through our region. We just missed out because I did place a little bit higher. So we did just miss out on the zone. That's all right. I didn't really refine this or anything. This was just a quick charting. So what did we actually hit? We came to this region right here, exactly where the closures were. So overall, man, we are getting large pushes. This is what we really do want. We really do want people to hop right back into the market, to go ahead and give us a chance to give shorts, give us a short, so that we could go ahead and get that swing back up potentially. So if we go ahead and I just show you what I was originally looking at in terms of BTC here. Sorry, let me just go ahead and bring back the charts completely. So we have the ABCD, and the reason why we have this here is because on the weekly time frame, this is just the body, and we did strike that 78.6, as you can see, and this coincides with the 104 region. So we have these trend lines that are outstanding. Everything's outstanding. This is a major trend line. As you can see, we did fade away. So the market loves to fade away from the third trend line. Whenever it does, that just means that this is a higher probability of being targeted. This week would bring us down to 98.5, but of course I am expecting a additional push. But this region, if we do come, I really do want this to get struck and get manipulated potentially. But here's the thing, I'm not really too sure yet, but as we come closer into these regions, because if I just go ahead and show you this right here below, at 91,970 we do have a CME gap. So technically speaking, this would not fulfill it. It would have to be breaking to like 89 to this region, really and truly, to really fulfill that. But as the time moves closer, we'll be able to see more of the confluences and break that down into a clear game plan. Same thing like right here, from this swing to this low, ABC has fulfilled. If I go ahead and bring this out so it's more visible, we have a double correlation at that 104 level and that 104 region. Of course, 103 is very, very high. I really do like how this wick is here, and I do like, honestly, I would make this smaller, but the reason why I have this so large, I do not like having large zones like this. I'd rather break this up into two zones, but we have so many trend lines that are aiming down now, and I just want to have it a little bit less refined for now, and that's okay because I'll always just make a new chart on a daily time frame and really just refine these things day by day with the trend lines on, just day by day tracking where the price would go. That's how I do it. I day by day track it and just break things down. So we do have a lot of correlations between breaking this 100,000, which is very psychological this week specifically, but I kind of do want to see us go ahead and take out this wick right here, bring in a lot more liquidity, come into the 61 or even the 78 and potentially spike. But we do have, I'm not going to sit here and act like we do not have obvious, because like 1 2 3 broken rejections right here. But if we do push this up to the body, to this wick right here, we are taking out the high. And if we do take out the high, let me just go ahead and show you one more time. We do have a lot of liquidations at the high, as you can see, at that 125 right above. So it really is a 50-50, but at the same time, I do feel like this is just a fadeaway to then go ahead and go lower, because we really and truly, we have already broken the bullish trend line for Bitcoin. We already broke the bullish trend line and we have not rejected. So like if we did come and reject this week in a sense, and we do not get this play first, we get the play first. Here's the thing: the reason we want the play first, we'll be able to potentially catch a short, come to wherever regions this is. People think it's over. Also be a lot lower. Be able to enter and take a long at the same time. Depends on whatever you want to do. Remember, it's not financial advice. And then we'll be able to ride the top. And then you want to cut this through, and BTC could potentially, we don't play timelines, but go even higher. And that's alt season, basically. But right now, we are just waiting. We're just waiting, just patiently waiting. But this fadeaway, honestly, it does look beautiful between next week and this week. By this month, potentially, we could really get a nice pullback and a nice entry into this market. But either way, there is money to be made in all markets, man. Just go ahead and check out anything. See how this is liquidating. That's a good closure, honestly. The fact that this held. So what did we have? Ending star drove. Just missed our 78.6, man. Just missed. I wouldn't be surprised if this week gets filled a bit. Gets filled to this. I kind of do like that region right there. And that's a 27. No, it's not. Oh no, I would have to break that down. I haven't touched that yet. XRP, same thing in a sense. Large wick. I want to see this wick get filled before we go ahead and die for the week, because once again, I feel like this could just continue down. It really does look so beautiful because so many people are just going long here. Everyone thinks this technically was the bottom, and we actually did have that, but that was before the group was really a thing. But yeah, I'll go ahead and just go further deeper later for this video. But that's really all I just wanted to show you guys. A quick 13-minute video. But nothing really has changed. We still want to see another additional drive. I specifically want to see another additional drive. I really do want to see this get liquidated. But this really does look so bearish. I'm not going to lie. This looks like it could just die. Like, as I was watching this on the 4-hour and whatnot, this does look like it could just die, but now it's just chopping. And I like fast movements, just like how this was a fast movement. I want to see fast reversals, but we're not getting that. So like whenever it starts to chop, it's like, are we going to swing up again? Strike into here, potentially up to this region and higher, and then come down? Because mind you, if we do break these regions, there are liquidations, and a lot of people will be closing their shorts, but a lot more people would be going short from here. So it really is a ball game, but you also have to remember that the fact that this is a lower high, honestly, does look really beautiful. Like, a part of me wants to short this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just a 1% loss, because either way, if you do get that drive up, I do kind of want to go in again with a tight stop loss. And if we're targeting even this region, that's 18%. And 21R. with a tight stop loss. It's worth the risk. But that is all that I am seeing for now. I will go ahead and break these down tomorrow morning completely, and I'll give you guys another update. But thank you for watching.